Archangel Michael says, this message is not meant to scare you, but to open your eyes to a truth that has been whispered in silence. There's someone who stares at your name longer than they should. Someone whose love for you has turned into both admiration and confusion. They adore your presence, your heart, your spirit. Yet something about your appearance has shaken them to their core. They never expected to fall for someone like you. You came into their life like a quiet storm, soft but unforgettable. Every moment they try to resist, heaven keeps reminding them that this connection is not ordinary. It's divine. Even if it doesn't fit their perfect idea of love. When they look at you, their heart burns with affection, but their mind interferes. They notice the way you dress, the way you express, the way you don't conform to what others define as perfect. It's not that they dislike you. It's that they're terrified of what others might think. And that fear has become their biggest prison. Yet deep down they know your soul outshines every flaw they try to see. They remember your voice even in silence. Your energy even in absence. Heaven is showing them that beauty isn't skin deep. It's the light that never fades when the makeup comes off and the masks fall away. Type Amen to get blessing. 333. The angels are revealing that this person is struggling with self-acceptance. Their issue with your appearance is not truly about you. It's about their own reflection, their own fears of judgment. They love you, but they're scared that loving you openly will expose their insecurities. You've been feeling this tension, haven't you? The way they pull close and then distance themselves again. The way their eyes tell you everything, but their silence says nothing at all. Heaven has been watching how patient you've been, how you never forced love, how you allowed time to do its quiet work. And because of this, something powerful is shifting. The angels are guiding this person through a transformation they can no longer avoid. They're seeing visions of you in dreams. They're hearing your name when they least expect it. The universe is forcing them to confront what they've been denying. That love isn't meant to be perfect. It's meant to be real. Type Amen to get blessing. For 44, Archangel Michael says, this love was never meant to follow the rules of appearance or society. It was written in the stars long before anyone saw your face. The energy that binds you two comes from an ancient promise, one that cannot be broken by opinions or fears. The angels are showing you signs, feathers, songs that echo your emotions, and sudden waves of warmth when you think of them. Those are confirmations that the connection still breathes beneath the layers of misunderstanding. But this person is fighting a battle within. They love you in secret because they believe they're not ready to love you in public. They smile at your messages but hesitate to show you off, afraid that people will not understand their choice. You've cried, wondering if it's something you did or something you are. But heaven whispers, it's not you. It's their unhealed heart trying to protect itself from judgment. Yet no protection can hide truth forever. Type Amen to get blessing. 555. They stare at your pictures when no one is watching. They replay your conversations when the world goes silent. They think about your laugh and realize how rare it is to find something that genuine in this lifetime. This person compares others to you and finds no one who makes them feel the same peace. Still, they run from what they can't control. They fear the world's reaction, not realizing that love isn't meant to please the crowd. It's meant to free the soul. You, on the other hand, have been chosen to show them what real acceptance feels like. You didn't change yourself to fit their ideal. You stayed true even when their actions confused you. And because of this strength, heaven is preparing your reward. Archangel Michael says, your energy will begin to pull the truth out of them. Soon they will confess that their hesitation was never rejection. It was fear, pure and simple. But that fear will soon crumble under the weight of divine timing. Type Amen to get blessing. 666. This person may have made hurtful remarks before. Perhaps subtle comments about how you look or what you wear. It wasn't cruelty. It was projection. Every time they saw your confidence, it reminded them of what they lacked within themselves. But lately, guilt has been haunting them. They can't escape the thought of losing you over something so shallow. Their friends may have noticed the change, how distracted they've become, how often they zone out, lost in thoughts of you. At night, they scroll through memories of you, realizing how irreplaceable your light truly is. The angels say they are reaching the point where they will no longer care about opinions, only truth. That's when love will begin to bloom again. The truth is you were sent to heal their broken perspective on love. To teach them that beauty has nothing to do with perfection. It has everything to do with authenticity. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They will start reaching out again, not out of convenience, but out of realization. Their tone will soften. Their eyes will speak differently. Their energy will tremble with sincerity. This is not a coincidence. It's divine correction. Heaven is aligning your story with a greater purpose. You were never meant to be someone's secret. You were meant to be someone's mirror, showing them what unconditional love looks like. Archangel Michael says, when they return, do not rush to forgive, nor rush to punish. Listen with your heart, but let your boundaries stand strong. Let them earn back the right to stand beside you. Their problem with your appearance was never a problem. It was a mirror reflecting their wounds. And now they will face those wounds until they heal or lose you forever. Type Amen to get blessing. 888. This person once believed love should look a certain way, flawless, socially approved, easy. But life is teaching them that love is messy, unfiltered, and divine. They're realizing that your imperfections are exactly what make you sacred. They may even confess how ashamed they feel for letting pride rule over their heart. They may tell you that your face, once a point of confusion, is now a symbol of peace to them. Because when they see you now, they see home. The angels are shifting their perception every day. You may notice sudden warmth in your chest, random songs that speak their words, or messages appearing at just the right time. These are signs of energetic awakening between you two. Stay calm. Stay grounded. Heaven is handling what your tears once begged for. Type Amen to get blessing 999. In the days ahead, this person will face divine tests, moments where they must choose truth over pride. They'll be placed in situations where they have to defend your name, your worth, your beauty. Heaven is watching how they respond. If they stand up for you, your connection will rise stronger than before. If they stay silent, divine intervention will begin separating your energies for your protection. Either way, you will not lose because Archangel Michael says your destiny does not depend on anyone's approval. The angels have already prepared someone who will see your light and call it beautiful from the very first moment. You were never too much. You were always the lesson, the catalyst, the divine mirror. And soon the world, including them, will see what heaven always saw in you. Type Amen to get blessing. 1111. Their heart is trembling with realization. They finally understand that appearance fades, but soul connections don't. They're afraid it's too late, but heaven whispers that redemption is still possible if they act now. You might feel their energy around you. Restlessness, emotional surges, or sudden thoughts of them that seem to come from nowhere. That's the pull of unfinished divine business. It's their spirit reaching for forgiveness. Heaven is giving you strength to rise above their confusion. You're learning to love yourself in ways that don't depend on someone's validation. That's your real victory. Soon, your glow will make even your silence powerful. Type Amen to get blessing. 1212. They will watch you from afar, amazed at how your confidence grows even after their absence. That strength will draw them closer again, not through pity, but through admiration. Their heart will whisper your name in places they thought they'd forget. The fragrance of your energy will linger in rooms you've never entered. The angels are making sure your presence is unforgettable. And when they see you again, perhaps by chance, perhaps by divine setup, they won't notice your flaws anymore. They will only see the person who never stopped being kind, who never needed to change to be loved. That's when everything will shift. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, this love will either evolve or dissolve. There will be no middle ground. The next chapter will test their courage and your patience. They will come face to face with their own ego. They will have to decide if love is worth more than image, if truth is worth more than pride. And when that choice is made, heaven will reward the one who chose with pure intent. If they choose you, a new story begins, one that is stronger, honest, and unbreakable. If they don't, someone else divinely prepared will step in. Either way, your heart will be protected. Type Amen to get blessing. 1414. The angels want you to know this entire situation was never punishment. It was preparation. You are being refined so that no shallow love could ever break you again. They may still love you in silence for a while. They may still hide behind excuses or appearances, but every night their soul is haunted by one truth. They can't unlove you. No matter how hard they try, their problem with your appearance will fade. When divine love burns away their illusions, that's when the truth will finally win. And when it does, you'll realize that your worth was never in the way you looked, but in the way you loved. Type Amen to get blessing. 1515. The air around you is starting to change. You can feel the pull of their thoughts even before they reach out. Something in the unseen realm is shifting. The silence that once hurt you is now preparing to speak in your favor. They are losing sleep over the things they once ignored. Every time they look in the mirror, they see traces of you in their reflection, a quiet reminder of what they pushed away because of fear. Heaven is stirring their conscience, making them confront the truth they tried to bury. They remember the first time they saw you, the first moment they realized you were different. Your presence was magnetic, not because of your looks, but because of the energy that surrounded you. It made them uncomfortable because it forced them to feel something real in a world addicted to pretending. Now they're beginning to understand that your appearance was never a flaw. It was divine design. Your uniqueness is not an imperfection. It's the signature of heaven written upon your being. What they called different, heaven calls chosen. Type Amen to get blessing. 1616. They have compared you to others, trying to convince themselves that they could move on. But the more they tried, the emptier they felt. Every face they see reminds them that no one carries your energy, your laughter, or the way you see the world. Their attraction to you was never superficial. It was spiritual. The kind that lingers beyond logic, beyond explanation. Even when they denied it, heaven made sure they could not escape the connection. You are being asked to remain calm while this transformation unfolds. Don't chase. Don't prove. Don't beg. The more you stand in your authenticity, the more the angels amplify your light in their eyes. Your power is silence soaked in faith. Type Amen to get blessing. 1717. Archangel Michael says, you are being elevated right now spiritually, emotionally, energetically. You are stepping into a season where those who once looked down on you will begin to look up. The very things they judged will become the reasons they admire you. This person will start noticing your confidence differently. They'll see that while they were busy worrying about appearances, you were busy building your peace. That realization will pierce their soul like a sword of truth. They may try to come back subtly, a message here, a reaction there, pretending it's casual, but the angels will let you feel the emotion beneath their words. You'll sense the regret, the longing, the awareness that they lost something sacred by letting ego rule. Heaven is not punishing them, but teaching them. Every time they hesitate to reach out, the universe will whisper your name again. Type Amen to get blessing. 1818. They will see you in places you've never been. A stranger will mention something you once said. A song will play that sounds like your memory. Their world will start echoing your presence until they cannot ignore it anymore. They will try to act like they're fine, but heaven knows the truth. Their soul misses you deeply. And this time missing you feels heavier because they know they're the reason for the distance. You've grown stronger, wiser, softer in the right places and sharper where you needed boundaries. That inner glow they once overlooked will now haunt them with regret. And as you continue to rise, heaven will make sure your beauty, the one that's beyond skin, becomes impossible to deny. Type Amen to get blessing. 1919. They're beginning to confess their feelings to trusted people. Quietly, they're admitting that you were the one who truly understood them. They might not say it directly to you yet, but their heart is shouting it in every decision they make. Archangel Michael says the lesson is not only for them, it's for you, too. You are learning that love without self-worth is survival, not connection. You are being trained to never again dim your light to fit someone's comfort zone. When this person comes back, they will carry the weight of remorse. They will look at you differently, not as someone to fix, but as someone to cherish. Heaven will allow that moment. But it will be up to you to decide what feels right, because this time you hold the power. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Their friends may tease them for still thinking about you. Some may even criticize their attraction, saying you're not their type. But the more they hear it, the more they realize how blind they were to let others define what beauty means. They are starting to protect your name in conversations. Now that's how you'll know heaven has touched their heart. What used to embarrass them now feels sacred. They'll replay your kindness, your patience, your laughter. They'll realize how shallow it was to ever let appearance stand between them and the love heaven designed. This realization will bring tears, not of sadness, but of awakening. They will soon understand that your worth was never about fitting in, but about standing out. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Their dreams are vivid now. They see you walking away, glowing brighter than before. In those dreams, they try to call out your name, but no sound escapes their lips because it's heaven showing them what it feels like to lose you completely. That vision will shake them. It's not a nightmare, it's divine intervention. The angels are using their own emotions to awaken their empathy. They will reach a point where their heart will no longer obey their fears. That's when their transformation begins. When love starts to outweigh insecurity, and at that moment, everything they once judged will become everything they desire. Type Amen to get blessing. 2222, Archangel Michael says, the time of hiding is over. You are stepping into visibility, not just physically, but energetically. The same person who once hesitated to claim you will now feel honored to stand beside you. Don't rush this process. The universe is aligning lessons, healing, and timing all at once. What is yours cannot be taken, only delayed until it's refined enough to last. You are being prepared for recognition, for love that doesn't flinch, for affection that doesn't depend on filters or approval. The angels are making sure your next chapter is free from insecurity, both yours and theirs. Your light is unstoppable now. Type Amen to get blessing. 2323, they will soon reach out, not with small talk but with vulnerability. They might confess that they were ashamed of how much they cared. They might tell you they didn't know how to handle your uniqueness, your realness, your energy that exposed their shadows. Heaven will nudge you to listen, not to fix, but to understand. This conversation will not be like before. It will carry weight, tears, and truth. They may say things like, "I didn't appreciate you when I had you." Or, "I was scared people wouldn't understand." And as they speak, you'll feel the sincerity their soul has been dying to express. This will be their moment of reckoning and your moment of choice. Type Amen to get blessing. 2400 hours 24. Your forgiveness, if you choose to give it, will not come from weakness, but from strength. Because by then you will already know your worth. Their validation won't define you. It will confirm what heaven already told you. They will finally see what the angels have seen all along. That your spirit radiates beauty no mirror can reflect. That your glow was never about perfection but about presence. When they hold your hand again, it will feel different, calmer, sacred, certain. Because love that survives judgment becomes something unbreakable. This was never about appearance. It was about perception. Type Amen to get blessing. 2525. They'll tell you how much it hurt watching you move on, even if silently. They'll admit that your courage to stay true to yourself inspired them to change. And as they speak, the air will fill with divine peace, the kind that only truth can bring. Heaven will smile upon that moment because both of you will have completed a divine lesson in love. They will see beauty through your scars, grace through your growth, and heaven through your heart. Archangel Michael says, this union, if it's meant to be, will be rebuilt on truth, not appearance. You will no longer be the one waiting. You will be the one choosing. And that, my child, is the highest form of healing. Type Amen to get blessing. 2626. The world will notice the change in you. People who once doubted you will be drawn to your new aura. You will walk into rooms and shift atmospheres without saying a word. That glow is divine justice, the reward for your patience and integrity. Heaven is lifting you higher, not to make others jealous, but to show that grace always wins over superficiality. The one who once hesitated will now see that you were the miracle they prayed for. Their eyes will soften, their voice will tremble, and their heart will finally surrender. Because when heaven writes a love story, no human judgment can erase it. Type Amen to get blessing. 2727. Your journey has not been easy, but every tear has purpose. You've been molded by divine fire, not destroyed by it. You're stepping into a phase where your beauty will no longer be hidden. It will be celebrated. Archangel Michael says, your spirit will soon glow so bright that even those who mocked you will whisper your name with awe. The person who doubted your worth will one day thank you for not giving up on love. And when that day comes, you will smile, not out of pride, but out of peace, because you'll know that you were always enough, even when the world couldn't see it. Heaven has already declared it. Your light wins. Type Amen to get blessing. 28:28. The angels are whispering tonight and their voice carries a message that will touch your heart in silence. That person who once turned away when you smiled is now remembering that smile is the most beautiful thing they've ever seen. Their soul is haunted by the image they tried to forget. Your face glowing with kindness, untouched by pride or pretense. Every part of them aches with realization. They used to think attraction was about symmetry. But now they understand that it's about connection. That invisible thread that tugs when your name crosses their mind. They finally see that what they called different is actually what their heart had been searching for all along. They've been waking up with a heaviness they can't explain. Their chest tightens when they think of how they once made you doubt your worth. The angels have been showing them visions, flashes of your eyes, your hands, your laughter, reminding them of how much light they pushed away because of fear. And now they're starting to crumble under the truth. The person they loved the most was the one they misunderstood the deepest. Type Amen to get blessing. 29:29 Archangel Michael says divine correction is happening in their heart. Heaven is forcing them to face every shallow thought, every judgmental whisper. Every time they compared you to someone who never deserved to be compared to you. Their mind is being rewired to see through the lens of truth, not illusion. They can no longer find peace in surface-level beauty. Every time they try to look at someone else, they see a reflection of what they lost. The angels are showing them that your energy cannot be replicated. It was heaven-sent, not human-made. This person is learning the hardest lesson of love. That attraction built on appearance fades. But attraction built on soul only grows deeper with time. Their love for you is no longer about what they see. It's about what they feel. And that feeling refuses to die. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. They may act normal around others, but inside they're in chaos. They're thinking of ways to come back without seeming desperate, ways to tell you they were wrong, without breaking down. But heaven will not let them return halfway. They must come humbled, not prideful. Your energy is changing everything about them. The way you walk now, the peace on your face, the calm in your spirit, it's divine proof that you were never the problem. You are the mirror showing them their own weakness. They will soon reach out, not with charm, but with truth. It won't be a simple hello. It will carry years of regret folded inside those words. And when that message arrives, you'll know. Type Amen to get blessing. 3131, they've been asking heaven for signs, and heaven keeps showing you. Your favorite color appearing everywhere. Songs that remind them of your laughter. Sudden flashes of memory in the middle of their routine. They can't run from it anymore. The divine has decided that it's time for revelation. What was hidden in shame will now surface in truth. What was ignored in fear will now be pursued with courage. Archangel Michael says your energy will soon trigger their awakening completely. You are not just someone they love. You are someone their soul recognizes. That recognition can't be erased even by distance or denial. The bond is unshakable. Type Amen to get blessing. 3232, their friends are confused. They've noticed the change, the silence, the distraction, the constant zoning out whenever your name comes up. They try to pull them into new flings, new distractions, but nothing satisfies them anymore. Because once a soul has tasted divine connection, the temporary can never replace it. They thought beauty could fill the void, but it only widened it. Their eyes are beginning to see clearly now. Your face was never the issue. It was their own insecurity all along. The angels are dismantling their false pride piece by piece. Every moment of loneliness they feel now is divine discipline, teaching them to value what they once dismissed. Soon they'll find themselves staring at your picture again, not with critique, but with awe. Type Amen to get blessing. 3333, Archangel Michael says, the universe is preparing a divine reunion, not for ego, but for healing. You may not recognize them when it happens. They'll be softer, quieter, more sincere. The mask they once wore to impress others will fall, revealing the truth underneath. When they look at you, this time it will be different. Their gaze won't be scanning for flaws. It will be soaking in gratitude. Every feature they once doubted will now seem like a symbol of grace. You might not even need words when you see them again. The silence between you will speak louder than any apology. It will be the sound of heaven restoring what pride once broke. Forgiveness will unlock blessings you didn't see coming. Type Amen to get blessing. 3434, you are entering a season of recognition. People who once ignored your light will now start to notice it. The glow that heaven placed on you can't be hidden anymore. It's radiating from your spirit outward. This person will be drawn to that glow like a moth to divine fire. They'll feel both awe and regret knowing they once tried to dim what heaven was trying to amplify. But Archangel Michael says this was always part of the plan. Their delay was your preparation. You had to learn solitude before being trusted with companionship. You had to love yourself so deeply that no one's opinion could ever shake you again. That's why heaven made them step back so you could step into your worth. And now they're being called to rise to your level. Type Amen to get blessing. 3535